Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another Stig Shift. I started my week out with a very special event. Most airlines love to work with organizations, especially organizations that got to do with kids. The purpose for this is to open up their eyes and their mind to the world of aviation and the career opportunities within it. This particular event was organized by my carrier as well as an organization called OBAP. My colleagues always try to volunteer for these kind of things because we love to give back to the aviation community. But it's not just aircraft maintenance that's presenting this, it is an all-around team effort from all of the departments. Pilots, ticket agents, ramp agents, customer service, all of these different unique opportunities within the aviation career world is presented to these young adults. As aircraft maintenance technicians, we were responsible for representing tech ops. In doing so, we opened up the beautiful GE90 for them, gave them a tour of the aircraft, a walk around on the exterior as well as the interior and the flight deck. It's not every day they get to stand next to the one of the most powerful engines in the world, and seeing it exposed like this is even more cool. Obviously, we don't go into an incredible amount of maintenance detail when we're talking to them, but we try to keep it simple and try to show them and teach them on what our responsibilities are and just some simple facts about airplanes. Overall, it's an incredible opportunity. I'm very much humbled and it's a pleasure for me to do this. This is one of the wheel wells that's exposed right now because we dropped the gear doors for them as well. It's always impressive, even to me. The sheer size of this aircraft alone is just incredible. Now, forgive me, I'm not going to go into any kind of detail of what you're seeing here, but if you do see something that is of interest and you want to know what it is, feel free to ask within the comments and make sure to leave a timestamp so I know what you're looking at. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is us just simply prepping the aircraft before the students showed up. I did not get to capture any of the conversations with the wonderful students as well as the staff, but I assure you they had a fantastic time. You're actually going to laugh at this because the adults sometimes have more fun than the kids. But with that being said, let's keep on going. We're going to start our shift, and I also bought a new toy. Hold on, I got to show you this. Here you go. This is what I got. This is my new toy. I bought this, so this is not some kind of a promo, guys. Trust me, it's quite expensive. I think I spent almost close to $500 on this. Overtime. But yeah, Insta 360 Go 3S, and here's the little unit right here. Very nice. I've been using it and I like it. So far I like it. The only issue with me is with this one is just the battery. It doesn't last very long, but it's all right. It does what I need it to do. It's also detachable. You can put this on your chest because it does come with a little magnetic pendant that you can hang off your neck. But yeah, definitely allows me to do a lot more hands-free stuff. I do have a GoPro. I've used the GoPro in the past. I just kind of enjoying this one better. The GoPro is not for me, basically. But yeah. Anyway, back to the video, and you will see some of the imagery and let me know of the quality. Let me know if you enjoy it. But yeah, overall, this thing is pretty nice. Okay, back to the video. Let's go. Well, here we go. This thing is attached to my chest right now. We're walking around. You're going to get a nice POV right here. Let me know what you think of the quality of this. Take a look at that. The paint on the spinner is all worn out, but it's okay. It's already on documentation. Next time the aircraft goes into an overhaul, they're going to put a new spinner on there and take that old one off and get it repainted. We're going to go through our usual wake-up checks. These are aircraft that are coming up from the hangar, and this is the first flight of the day, so we do a right start, making sure everything's A-okay. The general walk-around, making sure all the big pieces are hanging, no leaks, no problems, no issues. I'll be honest with you, the audio quality is not the best on this thing, but it's all right. You know what? I could understand the technology within that microphone, and the airport is also a very noisy place. Lots of decibels happening all at the same time. So I'm guessing it's having a hard time picking up all the particular sounds. The phone or other devices or a specific microphone probably can do it better. As always, quick little walk around, make sure everything's okay. My partner already oiled the engine, so we got a couple of guys working on this. Should be nice and quick. This weekend shift was actually pretty uneventful. Nothing really significant happened for me to report. It's just business as usual. Although interestingly enough, I got stuck with 787s this whole weekend. That's all I worked on, which is completely fine by me. Did a couple of ETOPS checks and a couple of domestic flights as well. Just your average routine work, so you're going to see lots of 787s on this video. We are going to finish up our walk around over here, making sure everything's a-okay, brakes, tires, the usual. Then we're going to go up inside the cargo pit, inspect that, and then the airplane is going to get pushed out. As I mentioned earlier, my colleagues have already been taking care of the rest of the things, so we kind of divvy up the work. Take one section of the airplane, and they will take another section of the airplane. The work gets done faster like this. Usually for ETOPS checks, there's 2 of us working on it, but if we're on a bit of a time crunch, more people will be assigned. Quick inspection of the cargo, floor panels, ceiling panels, sidewalls, making sure the smoke detectors are blinking green. We're good on that. I'm going to check them all right there. Just overall condition of the area, as well as the floor latch mechanisms. Those are very important. You don't want those big heavy pallets moving around that could cause a CG problem, center of gravity problem. We are back to our plastics princess in the morning, and this thing's got a bit too much fuel in there. This thing was supposed to go out to Tokyo, but change of plans, change of metal. So now it's going out to Miami. So we got to take out, the fueling truck is here. They take out about, I think, 6,000 pounds or 7,000, whichever it is. Yeah, I totally misheard the fueler when he told me. Not 6,000 pounds, more like 60,000 pounds. Since the aircraft was scheduled to go to Tokyo, it had over 140,000 pounds of fuel. They had to bring it down to about 80,000 pounds of fuel. And you'll see the fuel panel itself here in a second. We have to go up there, they're gonna hook up, open up the defuel valves, then the defueling can be done either 2 ways, by suction or pressure. This is mostly done by the fueler. I'm just there to assist, as well as to turn on the pumps upstairs. Okay, we are looking at the 787 fuel panel, and this is located on the left wing. The handle that you just saw that got pulled is called the refuel defuel handle. There's 2 of them. When the handle is in the up position, it is in the refuel mode. When the handle gets pulled down, it's in defuel mode. This is controlling a flapper valve. When the handle gets pulled down, it holds the flapper valve out of the flow path to let fuel go out. It goes out of those 2 receptacles, the circular looking things. Their technical name is inlet adapter, and that's where the hose gets attached. Believe it or not, they actually have a breakaway in case the hose gets pulled. There's a little ring that will snap. And the inner portion of those adapters are poppet valves. They're basically little check valves. The only way they will open is when you actually connect the hose to that adapter. It will either allow fuel to flow in or flow out. Let's take a closer look at this panel. The little red guarded switch that you saw that got flipped is called the defuel valve switch. This initiates the defuel procedure. And in the open position, the defuel or isolation valves are open. The load select display panel, it will either show pumps off defuel or transfer defuel. In the closed position, the defuel valve will close and the load select display shows a value equal to the total fuel indication. The process to refuel these sophisticated aircraft is actually very easy. It's all about pre-selecting amount of fuel that you want, which is done by the load selector switch. Before the aircraft gets fueled, dispatch already sends this information to the fueling personnel. They have the predetermined amount of load that is needed. They will ground the aircraft, take all safety precautions, and then connect the hoses to those respective receptacles. They will also do a self-test of the panel via the switch, making sure everything is operating normally. Pre-select how much fuel wanted on board. They will turn on the switch that says all valves. At that point, those little blue lights will turn on right there. And after that, they will simply stand there and monitor the system while holding the dead man switch. Dead man switch is an activator to allow the fuel to proceed into the tank. At any point in time, if that switch is let go, which is a handheld switch, the fuel flow will stop. This is a safety precaution. On a side note, the dead man switch is part of the fueling truck, not the aircraft system. The system is also capable of manual refueling, taking the automation out of it, and then you're opening up these other switches below the blue lights where you can designate which tank you want to push fuel into. This is also applicable towards when you are transferring fuel. I know, guys, it's a lot of technical mumbo jumbo, but here, I'll throw you some fun facts on this one. I'm sure everybody wants to know maximum fuel capacity on these tanks, right? Left and right tank can both hold 39,547 pounds of fuel. The center tank can hold 157,620 pounds of fuel. Now, if I do my calculations right, this aircraft can pretty much hold over 236,000 pounds of fuel. Y'all can do your own calculations when you want to convert it to gallons, liters, or kilograms. I'll leave that one to you. That's going to be within our synopsis right here. Let's see. Here we go. That's what we want. And yeah, these are already defueling. There it goes. Perfect. Now we just gotta wait. And if it goes off balance, we can auto balance this. I've talked about this before. 787 has a very nice little feature right here. You hit that button, it will auto balance on its own. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go downstairs, nothing at all. It will simply do it. Pretty cool. Now we just sit here and monitor and wait. It's like watching paint dry or grass grow. Almost there. Almost there. Come on, hurry up. The defueling was complete. Now we needed to balance the aircraft because now it's showing indication of fuel imbalance. I chose to go with the manual transfer of fuel. Back up to the fuel panel, end up the defuel switch and desired tank. In order to run the pumps on the ground, we have to put this into a maintenance mode in order for the pumps not to load shed. After that, since we have the left tank wing valve open, I select the center pump for it to flow from center to the left wing. At this point, my partner is at the fuel panel and I'm upstairs monitoring. As soon as we reach the desired fuel balance, I will stop the pumps from upstairs and then my partner downstairs will shut off the valves and close the panel. At that point, the aircraft is now being put into normal configuration and is ready for departure. Finally got it balanced. Hilarious. Okay, now we wait and this thing goes out to Miami. Since we are on the topic of fuel, might as well talk about this. The two little switches that are heard all around the world. I have been listening to a lot of people talk about this online. It is very interesting to me how everybody has an opinion on how or why this happened. This is all after the fact of the preliminary report of the crash. I hear a lot of speculation, I see a lot of finger pointing, theories and hypotheses, and down to even some conspiracy theories. But the one thing that I did not hear is somebody explaining exactly how these switches work. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I am not here to speculate or guess because I wasn't there and I'm not part of the investigation team. What I do know is how the airplane works. Let's begin. This is a fine colleague of mine. His name is Fahad. He's an excellent technician. He's actually a very good expert on the 787 as well. He posted this on Threads, giving us a good visual understanding of the switch itself as well as the system. We're going to dissect this piece by piece. First, the switch itself, its locking mechanism, and after that, we're going to go into the deeper dive of how the system works and why it does what it does. First, we're going to talk about the switch and as well as its associated service bulletin. The switch itself is a very simple unit. It only has an on and off function. There is zero software attached to this little unit. Why? Because the switches simply work off of relays. Each switch has 2 relays. We're going to get deeper on this one, so bear with me. First, the mechanism itself. The unit is designed with a spring-loaded action when it's pulled up. Its natural state wants to stay down at all times. That is one locking mechanism. The secondary locking mechanism is the gate. When the switch is pulled up and transitioned into its next position, it gets locked by the gate, or the detent, or the bridge, whatever you want to call it. Trying to install the switch in an incorrect position is also very hard to do. It has a locking paw on the washer underneath the nut. Now, the service bulletin in question is very particular, and it's only talking about the 737. It's the modern 737 NGs, as well as the Maxes, as well as many other Boeing fleet families. They are pretty much transitioning to this new type of switch. What they are talking about is failure of one of the locking mechanisms. I can simply tell you, it's the spring. I want you to keep this in mind. Service bulletin was issued out back in 2018. When it comes down to the aircraft in question, the unit itself has been changed out twice, one in 2019 and 2023. Now you're going to say, oh, they changed out the switches twice already. We have a problem. No, they changed out the whole unit. What people are failing to understand is that the switches are attached to the thrust control module. That's one big unit. We consider this as an LRU, line replaceable unit. Now you can change the switches individually because it gives you the option in the maintenance manual, but usually when we are changing out big parts like this, we will change out the big unit itself. But the big unit itself is coming from the vendor or the overhaul shop that it has been to. Given the information that it's been already after the fact of the service bulletin, and if the unit has been overhauled and replenished and reserviced and sent back to the airline, most likely that service bulletin has been accomplished. That is the primary job of overhaul shops, to update and refurbish the units. Okay, now that you have a good understanding of the mechanical movement of the switch, now let's talk about the system, what it's doing behind the scenes and what it's talking to. The 787 architecture within its data bus is very unique. Flight critical items will have direct control to certain parameters. At the same time, it will also send the signal to throughout the rest of the aircraft systems. The fuel switches themselves will send out 2 signals. One to the fuel spar valve, and one to the RDC, the remote data concentrators. Remember when I told you the fuel switches each have 2 relays. The relay will close, energize the system, saying to the spar valve, please open up. We want fuel. It's also going to talk to the FMU, fuel management unit. Internally inside the FMU, you have the fuel metering valve as well as the high pressure shutoff valve. These things are the ones that are going to open up, allow fuel to the fuel nozzles to allow the engine to run. The other signal is being sent to the RDC, the remote data concentrator. The remote data concentrator is going to send this to the common data network. The common data network is going to be talking to the common computing resource, the CCRs. There's 2 of them. The common data network is also going to send this information to the EECs. The aircraft now knows that I want fuel, I want to start my engine, and we're going to get to proper RPM and get this going, right? I want to remind you, all of these systems are running on a 28 DC system. And even more interestingly, the switches themselves are not even pulling 28 DC. They're actually wanting only 14 DC. I also want you to pay attention to where the flight data recorder is gathering its information from. Common Core Network. There is one last thing that I need to speak on when it comes down to fuel starvation. Most of you have been talking about protection systems and why it does what it does and why it shouldn't do it. For example, everybody's been talking about if the thrust lever angle is at toga or full power, how is it allowable for them to turn the fuel switches off? The logic within it. I'm simply going to tell you how it works. Once again, it doesn't matter where your thrust lever angle is at, toga or idle. If you turn off those fuel switches, the engine is going to turn off. It does not matter at all. Boeing and Airbus have the same logic on this. Your next question is going to be, why is it done like this? The simple answer here is because of uncontrollable thrust. There have been situations where engine parameters or engine systems have simply gone beyond its meaning, as in uncontrollable more thrust. In order to preserve the engines, the pilots have within their QRH just to shut down the engine. The secondary portion to this is the T-handles or the fire handles. These are also connected to the fuel spar and the fuel relay switches. But that's a very specific parameter for pilots to pull the T-handle. We are talking about a fire within an engine where the parameters are picking up overheat detection, and that's when pilots will pull the T-handles. It is going to do the same thing. It will cut off the spar valve and many other systems as well. You're basically killing the engine at that point. This is as much as I can convey to you and how the system works. Once again, I will never speculate, I will never guess, I will wait for the final report. I'm going to be completely honest with you and transparent. This portion of the video has been incredibly difficult for me to make because of all the speculation and all the ideas that have been thrown out there. You will never get my own personal opinion because my personal opinion has no standing. Who am I to speculate or talk about something that happened when I wasn't there? What I can talk about is how it works, and that's what I'll always do. Getting off my soapbox now. Thank you for listening for this one, and let's see. We're going to keep on moving. A beautiful little quick walk around on a time lapse on our 787. And as I mentioned earlier within the video, I got stuck with 787s the whole week of my work. The rest of this video is going to be brake riding, so if you enjoy that, stick around, enjoy, have fun with it. That's about it. All day 787s. All good though. This one actually stays here, so all we gotta do is just brake ride it. So have some fun, get this thing ready to go. The usual.
Blue 423 on golf. Let's go to gate 58 Bravo on Juliet, excuse me.
Blue 423 on the ground, taxi Bravo to Charlie 9.
Bravo to Charlie 9. Yeah, Blue 423.
96 Heavy, hold short of Juliet.
Hold short of Juliet, 9 up the
Area 159, are you guys ready to go right away or do you need a few minutes?
Affirmative, we can go right up.
Area 159, Charlie depart.
I depart and make 159. JetBlue 624, we're at gate 57, ready for push with Victor.
JetBlue 624 on the ground, give way to company, turning into Charlie 9 and then push Kelly.
Kelly is after company comes into Charlie 9, JetBlue 624.
Large 7839, 100 tower on 12095.
Ground, let's go 1144, clear Juliet, parking 64 Alpha.
Still 1144 on the ground, taxi Bravo to park.
Bravo to park, let's go 1144. American 591, we're westbound on Charlie, short of Charlie 3.
American 591, okay, you guys now ready to go?
Yeah, we just need like 2 more minutes for an engine warm up.
American 591, okay, hold short of Charlie 3, let me know.
Okay, we'll do.
Continue Bravo Charlie 10 to the ramp.
Bravo Charlie 10 to the ramp, sign up the 006. 591, we're ready whenever you are.
591, continue Charlie 3 Bravo back to 25 right.
Charlie 3 Bravo back to 25 right, American 591, we'll go to tower. Ground air channel Freight 8416, road taxi.
China Freight 8416, over 25 left taxi Alpha, short of Foxtrot.
Ground air Alpha, full throttle to runway 25 left air channel Freight 8416.
China Freight 8416, taxi Alpha, hold short of Foxtrot.
Taxi Alpha, hold short air channel Freight 8416.
China Freight 8416, monitor tower 12095, good day.
Monitor tower 120.95, good air channel Freight 8416.
Mega 591, monitor tower on Bravo.
Monitor tower on Bravo, good day, American 591. Anyways, ground mail, signature taxi, sir.
Whiskey Romeo 125 left taxi Alpha, Road Golf.
Okay, Alpha, hold short, Golf, Whiskey Romeo.
Whiskey Romeo, disregard Golf. The heavy's moving taxi full length over Foxtrot.
Okay, we'll disregard that. Previous instruction, taxi full length, hold short, Foxtrot, 8 Whiskey Romeo.
Counteracting 352 on 210 parking,
352 LA ground taxi, Charlie 10, Charlie parking.
Okay, done with this one. On to the next. So this is the portion where I actually utilized the system that I have right now, and this is clipped to my cap, and you're seeing everything that I am seeing. You're going to be seeing a lot of movement around. So you let me know, do you guys enjoy this type of POV movement and observation of the flight deck while we are brake riding? Again, once again, I am hands-free. I am paying attention to all the parameters and everything that's going on. You just let me know if you enjoy this, or if you like just the static placement of the camera and just watching what's happening in front of you.
Frontier Flight 3292.
United 1498, Charlie 7 alleyway, direct taxi with Yankee.
At 1498 LA ground, give way to a company 75 on Bravo, behind them, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
25 right via Bravo after company 75, United 1498.
2146 Yankee Square, monitor tower.
Yankee over to 92146.
Frontier 3292 ground.
Frontier Flight 3292.
Frontier Flight 3292, you know your time of 0011, correct?
011, Frontier Flight 3292.
Yep, 0011, see out like 20 minutes or so. So for now, left on Bravo, short of Lima, I'll give you further. Frontier Flight 3292, you can expect runway 25 right.
Roger, left on Bravo, we'll hold short Lima, Frontier Flight 3292.
Good afternoon, ground Alaska 1353 Charlie 8 taxi with Yankee. Correction, Charlie 7.
Alaska 1353 LA ground, follow United in front of you to runway 25 right.
25 right after United, Alaska 1353.
Ground Sky is 4928, information Yankee out of the box, taxi.
Goes 4928 LA ground, north side today, runway 24 left, taxi Charlie, hold short of Charlie 7.
24 left, Charlie, hold short, Charlie 7. That was 4928.
Just to have the American push down Charlie 10.
That would be me.
Native 1498.
Alaska 1353, monitor tower, good day.
Tower left 1353, yeah.
Go 4928, continue Charlie, short of Charlie Manor.
Continue Charlie, Charlie, and hold short of Charlie 9, Scott 4928.
Who's the heavy American in Charlie 10? Just need the call sign.
American 408 Heavy.
American 48 heavy ground, push tail east on Charlie.
Tell these on Charlie for American 408 Heavy.
It's alright, ground, Scott 4928. Can you just confirm Charlie, hold short Charlie 7?
Charlie short of Charlie Niner now, Scout 4928.
Charlie, short of Charlie 9, Scott 4928.
Scout 4928, turn left at Charlie 8, right turn Bravo. Charlie 10, back into Charlie for the north route.
Left turn Charlie 8, right turn Bravo, Charlie 10, Charlie north route, Scott 4928.
American 40 heavy, push it back far enough east not to block Charlie 10 in front of you.
We're going to push back to leave Charlie 10 open, American 48 Heavy.
Frontier flight.
They ground American 408 Heavy, ready to proceed.
Roger, be a minute.
75. LA ground, United 74.
Frontier 3292, Bravo short of Golf.
Bravo short of Golf, Frontier Flight 3292.
Frontier flight 4145 on Lima, contact the ramp 131.07, good day.
3107, good day, Frontier Flight 4145.
Alaska 6 Yankees current when you're east of Golf, monitor tower, good day.
East of Monitor Tower, Alaska 6, thank you, we have Golf Yankee.
Thank you.
There's the other one I moved.
Bearing 1550, wheels up at 0018, time now 47.
Alright, 18, thanks. Spirit 1550.
Grounds go 6336 Golf for the box.
Go 6336 to the ground, right on Bravo Charlie 4 to the box.
Right, Bravo 4 Charlie box, go 6336, good day.
Bravo Charlie 4 to the box.
Bravo Charlie 4 to the box, go 6336, good day.
65 American 48 Heavy.
On the 753 to the ground, taxi Charlie, November, North route.
Charlie, November, North Route, Delta 70.
This is 2 fucking IT.
Ground American 408 Heavy, short of Yankee for the gate.
Who called?
American 408 Heavy, short of Yankee for the gate.
Right, 408 Heavy, Yankee, Echo 19 apart.
Yankee, Echo 19 apart, American 408 Heavy.
Guys, 4928, Tower 133.9, reminder then, goodbye.
Sorry, Towers, guys, we're going to 20.
Aviation 204 Super, taxi Echo Kilo to the ramp.
Taxi Echo Kilo to the ram, Aviation 204. North Ground Delta 753 on November for 31 Alpha.
Delta 753, Elegant, taxi Echo Delta 9.
Echo Delta 9, Delta 753.
Delta 753, give me a good rate up to Echo, please, in front of the Super.
Good rate to Echo Delta 753.
Aviation 204 Super in November, give way to Delta.
In November, give way to Delta Aviation 204.
Ground, good afternoon, Killam 604 is on mic approaching Delta.
Killam 604 Heavy, LA ground, runway 24 left, taxi via Delta Lima Echo at Lima, pass behind a Super Asiana.
Okay, it's 24 left Delta Lima Echo and on Lima behind the Asiana Super Killam 604. Echo Delta 8 West at 1514. Ground Delta 24, check 1.
Delta 1024, taxi Echo Delta 8, follow WestJet at Echo.
Echo Delta, then follow WestJet Delta 1024.
WestJet 1514, pass behind KLM at Lima.
Behind KLM, WestJet 1514.
Asia 204, 14 kilo.
Taxi all the way to the ramp, kilo to the ramp, please.
Okay, kilo to the ramp. Confirm contact to the ramp, should we ramp?
That's affirmative.
Have a good day.
Ground Delta 753, hold short of Delta 9. It's going to be 10 minutes to get into ramp.
Okay. Is your gate occupied?
Op said it was good, and then ramp said it's going to be about 10 minutes till they get a crew to us.
Well, you can wait that time out in the ramp.
Delta 753, copy.
Ground United 564 with you on Victor Taxi 72 Bravo.
Back to 737. Whew. Let's go. I think, yeah, this is the only other airplane I worked on today. Well, not the only. Different airplane. It's all been 787s all day long. Finally something different. All right. Let's go. Everything's already set up. Transponder is good. Just got to wait for the tow team. And then just for our last nice ride. Oh, I know. I haven't done it in a while. Too close for missiles. Switching to guns. All right, let's go. Since we're here, guys, everybody's talking about those fuel switches. I want to show you what the older classic fuel switches look like on the 737 NGs and even older models, like this. Lift and pull up and goes into a detent here. Lift, pull down. There's also a detent down there. So yeah. Very simple. And opposed to the new style, the teardrop, you know, grab, pull up, down, grab, pull up, down, or grab, pull up, up, up. But it's still the same type of motion where you still got to pull out, and this is just a longer transition, I suppose, a longer motion. So yeah, just show you a difference on it. If I remember right, the old 727s used to be like this as well.
Ground United 679 on Charlie 6 with information Charlie ready to taxi.
Charlie 3576 ready to taxi.
Go 3576, follow the opposite direction of Boeing 737, running 24 left, taxi via Delta 8, Echo.
Follow the opposite Delta, runway 24 left, Delta 8 Echo, so it's 3576.
Delta 2054, monitor, tower, have good flight. Over to tower, Delta 2054, good day. Yeah, with 3576, monitor, tower, have good flight.
On south, guys, 3576, yeah.
Hello, American 141, ready to proceed.
American 141, proceed via Delta South route.
Proceed via Delta Papa American 141.
coming out at 9 with Charlie. Hello.
Eric 205, Los Angeles ground. Hello, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
Great, thank you. Bravo 25 right, American 205.
At ground Skywest 3325, we're at Charlie 7, and we're ready to taxi. We got Charlie.
Got 3325 Los Angeles ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo at Bravo. Pass behind an American Airbus from the right. You got to get a flow window. San Francisco.
Alright, 25 right via Bravo, then at Bravo we'll follow American, and we'll get a flow time for SF over Skywest 3325.
Got 3325. Wheels up is going to be at 20 past the hour.
20 past the hour, Skywest 3325.
Got 3325. In that case, you go first. On a 25 right, taxi via Bravo. You can be airborne in 4 minutes.
Alright, airborne 4 minutes, and we'll be first right now, so we'll go Bravo for 25 right for Skywest 3325.
Eric 205 for sequence, follow an Alaska Embraer at Charlie 7.
Okay, give way to the Embraer 7, American 205.
Frontier Flight 4964, towers 120.95, great day.
45, good night, Frontier Flight 4964.
Got 3325, Mars Tower 120.95, good day.
Monitor Tower 120.95, Skywest 3325.
Eric 205, Tower 120.95, monitor and Aloha, goes.
Thanks a lot for your help, boss, American 205, bye-bye.
Ground, hello, Skywest 57, 59, checkpoint 2.
Got 5759, another ground taxi, Bravo, Charlie 6 to the ramp.
Alright, Bravo, Charlie 6 to the ramp, Skywest 5759.
Alright, buddy, set brakes.
Brakes are set, my friend. Thank you.
Brakes set, copy, thank you.
And that's that. Another fun day. Let's see. Emergency lights to off. Batteries off. Beacon. No, wait. There we go. Electric pumps off. Anti-collision lights off. Off. Say goodnight. Oh, don't cry. Don't need that anymore. That's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Later.